What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be, and welcome back to Albion Online. So one of the more popular questions I hear when it comes to this game is, what is combat like? Now, let me preface this video by saying that if you come into this game with an old MMO mentality where, you know, in most MMOs, combat is like 90% of the game, it's not really going to transfer well to Albion Online because combat isn't a main focus of Albion Online. It's just another piece of a puzzle of Albion Online, if that makes sense. It's no more important than anything else. Sure, you need combat to fight other guilds, but it's still not more important than harvesting and crafting and supporting your guild. It's not more important, but let's be clear, it is an aspect of the game, and I know a lot of people have wondered about this. So let's talk about one aspect of PvE combat here in Albion Online. So the first thing that you get access to when you're playing the game is a thing called expeditions. Now if you remember from my previous video, the game itself takes place on one big massive server for US and EU. Everything is open world with a few exceptions. Now, expeditions are that exception. So what is an expedition? So in pretty much all the towns, there'll be this portal. Now you can click on this portal and this recruiter here will have expeditions tailored for you. Now you can go in here solo or you can bring a group of people, and of course the rewards scale as such. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this one. This is a tier 3 expedition. Now, once a day you'll get a bonus for your completion. So every time I complete this, I get 1,000 silver, and then once per day, I get an additional 1,000 silver as well. And if you take a look at tier 4, it scales. So 2,000 to complete, along with a first day bonus. This is just one expedition per day. So you can't do both and get that bonus on each one there. And then of course you have group expeditions that give you even more rewards. And they all have their different requirements as well. So as you can see, you need an average item power of 300. This requires 500, and you also need Expert Reaver unlocked on your Destiny board. And then this one needs an average item level power of 700, etc., etc. So let's just go into one of these here. We'll go into this tier 3 expedition, and we'll kind of talk about combat and your first taste of PvE when you're in Albion Online. So here we are. I'm in here by myself. This is a private instance. No one can join me. And it's a pretty straight shot. You can see the map in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. All the way to the end is a boss. So pretty straightforward. Now, if you look in your upper right-hand corner of the screen, I have some quests here. So I need to kill, while I'm in this dungeon, I need to kill 5 deranged poachers, 8 fire starters, and then 1 overseer. So that's combat there. So kind of to recap what my class does here. So I'm a frost mage because I'm using a frost staff. So my main ability that I usually start off with is this delayed AoE. So I plant it out there. After a couple of seconds, it blows up. I have a cone of cold, a la World of Warcraft, that roots people. And then of course I have a frost bolt. Now if someone gets close to me, I can do a knockback, and I have a frost shield as well that gives me a little added tankiness. And that is my class in a nutshell. Now, as I said in the last video, every single weapon that you use changes your skill set. So if I had a fire staff, all of those abilities would be different. Really good job there, FG. If I had a fire staff, all of my spells would be different. If I had a, oh, gotta move out the way. As you can see, there are telegraphs in the combat as well. So you just can't just stand there and just attack them. Get out of that. That thing is a pretty hellacious knockback. And they drop silver as well. Pretty good soundtrack if you kind of listen to the background, if you can kind of hear that. Now I'm running a little low in mana. I have another ability that I use mostly for kind of preparing myself for PvP. If I hit that button, I can't cast any spells, but I run around really fast and I regenerate all my mana. Or not all of it, a lot of it. And that's pretty much what combat is here in an expedition. Now, of course, when it comes to a solo instance, there's not a lot that's going to kind of blow your mind because this is solo, right? You're just going in, you have limited amount of skills. In the future, I'll try to show you guys a group instance so you can kind of see what it's like to play in a group. But this is what combat is. Oh, God. Yeah, this is not good for us. Can you die? Yes, you can. So the way I really wanted to do that is I wanted to kind of pull just one of them off here. I didn't want to try to tank all three because I'm just a lowly mage. So I don't want to fight all three of them. I want to just pull this one guy. So there's absolutely patrols and aggro range and all that stuff. It's a proper PvE style game here. Okay. As you can see, just pull that guy off and it's a lot easier. Now, kind of what I said in my last video, everything I do in this game is trending towards some type of unlock. Every single thing that you do in the game is trending towards some type of unlock on your Destiny board. And as you can see right here, kill creatures that are T3 plus. Let's close this window so I can click on this guy. As you can see, he's a tier 3 mob. So as I kill these tier 3 creatures wearing my armor, my helmet levels up, my boots level up, my staff levels up, my offhand levels up, my breastplate levels up. So once again, kind of saying the old adage when it comes to this game is you are what you wear here in Albion Online. Straight up. Anything that you want to do, it's based off of what you wear. Look at you guys trying to be all cute. Now, there are bosses in the game that require a little bit more, so definitely stay tuned for the boss fight here. There's a mage right here that has some little AoEs that you can kind of just get out of. So, you know, nothing too crazy, nothing that you have never seen before, and it wasn't really trying to break the mold on that. But do keep in mind, hold on, let's grab this guy here. Nice. But do keep in mind that these abilities will be a lot more important when it comes to PvP, right? The synergy and the combat when you actually start grouping with people is going to make the combat shine even more. There we go. There's a boss coming up here soon. So what I might do, actually no, there's let's go to this mini boss here that's coming up. Grab some of my mana back. There's a boss coming up here shortly. Did not mean to, oh, get out of that. Oh, good job. You can absolutely die. Like it's you stand in one of these things like an idiot, you will take enough damage to be killed easy. Like, no doubt about it. As you can see, every time I loot, there's a tax going on. So when you join a guild, you get taxed based off of the silver that you loot, and that goes directly to the guild. Easy kill. Now this is one you always have to look out for. A lot of people miss this guy in the corner. But yeah, you need to make sure you kill him or you will not get your quest credit. And he has a chest right next to him, which I've already blown up. As far as the graphics go, I'm okay with the graphics. I know this is a point of contention for a lot of people when it comes to the graphics of this game. That doesn't really bother me. I'm more of a guy that's like, you know, if the gameplay is really, really fun, I can get over. Look at this guy and his little heal. I'm just being a straight up noob. Like, screw the healer. Let's just kill this guy. But as you can see, that was a channeled heal. And because he's using a healing staff. Or it might be a nature staff. I think that might be a nature staff, actually. So when you see one of these little markers right here, that means you're about to fight a boss. This is actually pretty cool. And this will, you know, if you weren't impressed with the combat up until this point, this is a little bit more interesting fight here. So give me a couple of seconds here. I want to make sure I just get a little bit more regioning going on here. All right, so check this out. So this boss, he puts down a totem that hits me. And he also has a sweeping cone attack, which is actually pretty cool. So I can kill that totem if I want to. Watch out for this sweeping attack. The cool thing about that sweeping AoE is that if you're at the tail end of it, you won't get hit. So as long as you're not in the beginning of it, you're good. So I can kind of hang out. FG, just win. Just win. I'm just going to run around for a little bit, just for giggles. Try to DPS him down in between his cast. And boom. So I just learned, I hit a learning point. Now to kind of show you this, there's another learning point right there. So I'll kind of show you what that means. So we go over to, and if you remember my last video, the easiest way to look at this is to go, okay, so this is fighting related. So I'll go over here to this fighting icon. I'll go over to robes, which is what this is. Move up to the chain here. So basically what happened is that I hit a learning point. So from here, I can actually just use a learning point to jump ahead. And just to kind of show you what this looks like, because I don't know if I showed you guys in the last video. So since I'm at this line right here, I can just go boop. And now, boom, I automatically move past the rest of that milestone. So now, these boots are now up here. So in order for me to start leveling these up, I have to kill tier 3 creatures or better. So you know what? Oh, so first I need to get some new sandals though. So once I get new sandals, which I think I can go make for myself, scholar sandals, novice scholar sandals, journeyman. All right. Wait a minute, novice is like below me. So this might have been, I think that might be a smart move. Now I could be completely wrong. I am totally new to this game, so do not use this. But I think a smart move might be, yes, novice is low level. So I think it might be a smart move to go ahead and just get these learning points out of the way, because the next level of this Destiny board is for killing tier 3 creatures, which I'm already killing right now. So I might as well be moving towards the highest tier in this tree anyway, you know what I mean? Just kind of speeding along and getting to this quickly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and level up all 3 of those. Why not? So learning points regenerate over the course of time. Every day I log in, I get 20. So that's a thing there. There is no such thing as respec. If you put something in the wrong place, tough. you'll get more learning points. So sorry for your luck there. Oh wait a minute, I got one more. Tome Fighter. Yeah, sure, why not? Once again, some pro might be looking at this video like, oh my god, what an idiot using all of his freaking learning points. So don't quote me on the most efficient use of learning points, but I'm not playing this game trying to min-max. I know there's certain people out there that have, oh, here's an interesting character right here. There's certain people out there that have multiple accounts. There's one guy out there that I know that has like several different accounts, all running alts on all of them. I'm not about that life. And the reason why you would want to do something like that is because you can maximize, hold on, let's get this guy out of the way. You can maximize your learning points. So right now my learning points are all over the board. Now if I make an alt and just have him focus only on crafting plate armor, it's a lot easier than having a main character that does everything, right? So it's basically like crafting alts and gathering alts. If you want to maximize your skill and maximize the way you use your life points, you'll make an alt. Now, like I said, there's no reason, you don't have to make an alt. If you don't want to, you can definitely still learn everything on one character, but it's not the most optimal way. But a big thing that kind of detracts me from that is that premium account that I was telling you about, this right here, these premium service accounts, this is per character. So when you play like the World of Warcraft and you buy a WoW subscription, it's for any characters that you have, obviously, right? Here in this game, your subscription basically is per character, not per account. So if you have 5 characters, you need to have 5 premium subscriptions. So that's $9 times 5. So, you can still play an alt without the premium subscription, but premium is just so important in this game. It's like super important. It's almost like if you don't have premium in this game, you're wasting your life. Because everything is gonna take so much longer. And when you think about $9 a month, and you think about how many more hours it will take you to accomplish those goals because you don't have premium, I mean, you're working for like less than minimum wage at that point. Like, you're working for like peanuts. So, I don't know. I'll take that. Just shift click, automatically loots things there. So these guys, I can kind of pull them at the same time because they're just, these scavengers are not anyone. They're not anyone important. There we go. Gracias. So what do you guys think about combat so far? Impressed? You know, and I'm not actually knocking Albion's combat, you know. It's definitely not going to wow you over if, you know, you want to have Black Desert level of combat. Absolutely not. But, you know, I think it's functional. It definitely gets the job done. To me, it's not, you know, I love games like Torchlight and Diablo. I'm looking forward to when Mu Legend comes out in September, I believe. So I'm totally fine with this style of combat. It doesn't bother me at all. Unfortunately, there's no like click to cast or quick cast options in this game. So I always have to like do this and then click it. I'm the type of guy that, you know, MOBA style, baby. I just need a quick cast, not an option in the game. All right, almost to the last boss. We're here in the final little wave here. So if you were looking forward to the final boss, he's actually pretty unique. Let's build up a little bit of mana here. Let's kill this caster first. Did I just step in it anyway? Oh, look at that! You can still get hit by it if you. I didn't even know that. That's really funny. So I dodged the straight line nuke. So I thought I was immune to the projectile since I dodged like the straight line. But no, you can also get hit by the arrow itself too. So that's something. That's something a little different. Now I'm low on HP here pretty constantly. And if I really wanted to, I could switch up my armor. Which one is it? Don't I have? Oh, I thought I did. Never mind. I thought oh yeah, I do. So if I really wanted to, I can turn off my Frost Shield and then use this ability called Mend Wounds instead. That way, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. Like any game when you reset your, oh God, let's pull these guys away a little bit. Look at you trying to heal this little slappy. It's not strong enough. Why are you healing? This is like healing a DPS character to tank a boss, you know? Let's move them a little bit. Come on. Don't aggro. Don't aggro. Alright. So as you can see, I'm a little low on HP. Now since I switched out my Frost Shield, I now have Mend. So I can do that instead. Easy. So the armor weapon system is pretty unique and pretty varied. So you can kind of make, you have a lot of, oh God, I wanted to pull that guy. I wanted to pull him. Let's just kind of wait patiently. Easy kill, easy life. Ah, I wanted to pull that little rogue dude beforehand. You can dual wield in this game. You can sword and board. There's staves, there's spears, there's arrows. There's all kinds of stuff in this game when it comes to weapons. So you won't be bored when it comes to variety. You just have to decide whether, you know, this is combat that you can live with. Me personally, doesn't bother me. Come at me, bro. All right, you ready for the last leader? I'm sure you guys are. So the last leader has a whip, and I'm so jealous of him because I don't have a whip. I don't even know if there's whips in the game. Maybe that'll be like a future expansion. So let's clear out a couple of these ads really fast. Because I'm going to kind of need this whole stage to kind of dance around. Just kind of watch out here. All right, so here we go, last boss. So we got our mana back here. And here we go. Oh, come on. So as you can see, he has a whip that pulls you. Try my best to stay away from him. Knock him back when he pulls me forward. Little cone of cold on him. I'm running low on mana, so I'm gonna run around. Whoa. Go back to little frost. Oh, get out of that, FG. And that is going to be GG. And that's the last boss here in this little dungeon. You can rate your experience, whatever, 5 stars, it was fine. Grab your loot, and then you get a nice little portal that takes you outside, and that's it. So you get your bonuses for completing the quest, your first day of the first day reward, and you are in good shape. And that's something that you really want to do pretty often. As you can see, my next bonus happens in 18 hours. As you can see here, like I told you earlier, you can't just do all of the ones that you have available and get that first day bonus. It only happens on one, and it also takes your first day bonus away from group as well. So keep that in mind. But that does it. That's kind of what combat looks like here in Albion. I do have enough money to buy an island now, so maybe I'll do that in a separate video. I don't know anything about it. Since I'm not really like trying to min-max or anything like that, I'm gonna buy an island and see what that's all about. So when you have a subscription to this game, you can buy a private island. So it only costs 6,200 gold. I finally have enough gold, or silver. I have 7,500 silver, so I'm gonna buy one just to see what it's like, and I'll probably cover that in another video. Once again, this game is so in-depth, it makes no sense to try to cover multiple topics in one video, because you'll be here all day. But that's Expeditions, solo expedition combat here in Albion Online. I'm here in a random town. There's 236 people here. And if you didn't see the map last time, in this random little town right here, there's 236 people. People can literally be in any zone here on the map. Any of them. Whoa, whoa, what is that? Anyone could be in any zone, in any part of this map at any time right now. This is the beauty of having just one massive server, is that the world is just alive, right? There's 234 people just in this little blip of space here on the map. That's incredible. So if anything, one thing that Albion did really well is just get a sense of scale here. It's almost like daunting how big this world is. Like, what the heck is going on in this place? So that's gonna do it. Once again, guys, my name is FG3000. Hope you're enjoying this journey as I learn what the heck this game is all about. What is this? And you can put cuss words in your name too. So if you want to come here, have cuss words in your name, no one cares. Nobody cares. I'm out, and I'll see you next video. Later.